And we are live. Guys, my name is Angela Shurina. I'm a certified master health coach and also sleep and stress management coach. And today we're talking about my most favorite topic, how to get great sleep every single night. Well, maybe not every single night, but consistently and often. And today we're going to talk specifically about three major obstacles, so mindsets, mental habits that don't allow people to get consistent, great quality sleep every night. We're going to talk about three myths that stop people from getting good quality sleep every night. And we also going to talk about five habits that you gotta focus on every day to get consistent, good quality sleep. And guys, I could not recommend sleep more. Literally, like your best day starts always with some awesome sleep. And a lot of things in what kind of sleep you get depend on what you do during the day. Um, a couple of statistics that you might find interesting. When you shortcut your sleep and sleep 6 hours or less, number one, you get about 30%, 33% less ability to problem solve. I have all the stats written down. You have about 40% less ability to learn well, and about 70% increase in your error rate. And I think the worst part is like you don't even realize it's happening. You think, oh, I'm just fine. But when people do the research and they take people through cognitive tests, people on full night of sleep and the same people on 6 hours of sleep or less, that's what happens statistically, right? So you are not your best. You're not doing well enough. You're not doing good enough when you shortcut your sleep, which is 6 hours or less. And plus, for people who consistently get 6 hours or less of sleep, their ability to emotionally regulate and experience positive emotions go down by a lot. In research, they say people are about 60% more reactive, emotionally reactive to things that happen in their life, basically overblowing things out of proportion and not being able to self-regulate, like 60% less of that ability when you don't have good quality sleep even one night, leave alone many nights, and always being in that underslept state that after a while becomes sort of like your second nature and you don't even notice it. But let's get back to to why you want to get good, great quality sleep. If you care about being your best, feeling your best, looking your best, by the way, sleep, when you have short sleep, your appetite goes way up consistently. You want to eat more. People tend to eat more, 200 to 300 calories more per day, and not from the best food choices, from all the processed stuff. So if you want to also look great, again, feel great, and do your best, sleep is definitely something you want to work on. And speaking about working on that, so the first myth or obstacle that prevents people from getting good quality sleep consistently is that thinking that, well, if I'm tired enough, my body will just make me go to sleep. Right? It's just gonna happen. It's like, I don't know, uh, like hunger. But actually, if you look at statistics of people getting insomnia, it's growing and people suffer from that. So sleep does not just happen, even when you really need it. And even when you start suffering health wise, emotions wise, life quality wise, it doesn't just happen. And we have, again, all the insomnia to prove it. The second thing that people that I coached with people who I helped to get good quality sleep when they slept 5, sometimes even less hours per night. So the second thing that prevents people from getting good quality sleep is thinking that sleep is something you don't need to work on. That again, it's just gonna happen. And no matter what you do during the day, if you're tired enough, it's sort of gonna happen. Or if it's, late and it's night, you're gonna sleep. Not true. Sleep is kind of like building muscle. You gotta train, you gotta eat right, you gotta rest and recover in order to grow your muscle. So sleep is very similar in a sense that certain conditions have to be in place in order for sleep state to happen consistently and happen well, right? So it doesn't just happen, you have to work on it. And the third thing is sleep. Even when you align all of the things that you're supposed to do for good quality sleep, it's going to take a while. It's not like you put it all together day one and now you sleep like an angel. No, it's going to take a while. Sometimes a week, sometimes a couple of weeks. And you got to stay consistent with the habits that you're about to learn for all of these weeks. And especially if you didn't take good care of your nutrition, of your fitness, of your health, of your stress regulation recently, and it's all new thing for me, don't be surprised that sleep might be a little bit more challenging for you, and it's going to take some time because sleep does depend on overall good quality of health in general. So that is also a thing to consider. If you decide to work on your sleep, but not on all of the rest health habits to put yourself into a health state, then sleep is going to be more challenging than not. Like healthy people sleep better, but then it's kind of like catch 22. In order to get better, you got to sleep better. So you need to be patient. That's all I'm saying. So, and now let's get to those 5 habits. These are science backed, research backed. It's not guessing. Those are the things that need to happen if you want to hope to get consistent sleep every single night. They have to happen. And I try to put them in order of importance. So, this is how I would coach my clients step by step, habit by habit, to create again great sleep habits to get good quality sleep, if not every night, then pretty damn close to that. So number one, consistency. Consistency of sleep and falling asleep and waking up time. That is number one thing in all the recent sleep research. Plus minus 30 minutes, you want to be going to bed and waking up approximately the same time every single night. And yes, weekend including. So, except for rare occasions, your sleep time has to be consistent. And it doesn't have to be super early, but it has to be consistent. Consistency is the most important thing. And why is that? Because your brain lives in this black box, your skull. It doesn't know the time. What it does know that certain things happen in certain intervals, and that's how your brain synchronizes the work of all of your organs, tissues, and cells, so that you can have good things like sleep happen. So consistency of timing is very important. Second thing is substances, regulating all kinds of food and drinks, specifically eating your meals too late. So, what researchers recommend 3 hours, like maximum 2 hours before bed, all of your major meals, past all of your meals, gotta stop by 2, even better, 3 hours before bed. So, digestion happens and your body temperature can go down and your blood sugar stabilizes and all of the processes. Your brain also sort of wires up your whole body when you ingest food. So when you eat food, you are in a more wakeful state, not sleep ready state. So food gotta finish 3 hours before bed. Coffee or anything with caffeine, including black tea, green tea, like I don't know, super dark chocolate, 8 to 10 hours before bed. Switching to decaf options like tea, herbal tea without caffeine, chamomile, peppermint, whatever you like. So caffeine. Even if you can fall asleep, your sleep quality is going to be disrupted. Sleep architecture is not going to be the same. So caffeine is the second substance. We are still on pillar 2 for great quality sleep. Number 3 is alcohol. Alcohol destroys your sleep every time you drink it. If you have a sleep tracker, you can check it. Sleep with alcohol, without alcohol, your sleep going to be shit. So it is recommended to drink alcohol no less than 6 hours before bed, even better, not at all. Every time you drink that alcohol, it takes quite a lot of time to get out of your system, and the byproducts of this alcohol metabolism change how your body and brain work, and it ruins the quality of your sleep, the depths, all of the cycles that's supposed to happen. So that is the third substance that you want to look at. And fourth, which is not as important, water. If you consistently wake up to pee during the night, which might not allow you to get as good quality and deep sleep as you could, stop drinking liquids 3 hours before bed as well. And that will help you to not get up and pee in the middle of the night, and you can sleep through the whole night. So that is pillar number two for great quality sleep every night. So number one, consistency of your sleep wake time. Number two is substances, food, caffeine, alcohol, and water. Number three is light. I don't know if you knew that, but light is actually one of the key signals that your brain reads through your eyes. There are certain receptors on your eyes, and those receptors read the spectrum of light, whether that's warm, whether that's cold, or blue light, or more on a yellowish and red, whether that comes from above, like in the morning where the sun is, or somewhere more on your eye level, again, either early morning or late night. So your brain actually reads all the signals in order to do things like produce melatonin that makes you feel sleepy, that makes you fall asleep. Right? So, what does it all mean for you? When one of the biggest sleep not destroyers but abusers is bright overhead light, about 2 hours before your sleep time. You gotta bring that down. Ideally, use lights that are eye level or lower and on an orange and red spectrum, not on the green and blue spectrum. Also, for your technology, if you use any later at night, you want to make sure that there is night mode. Glasses, not like these glasses, but if you stare at bright light, then they have to be red. So everything that you see is more in orange and red spectrum, and also not as bright. But to make it more, again, concise, so you could wrap your head around this advice, make sure that your light is dim, ideally your eye level or below, orange red spectrum. Dim it all, and screens, make sure that there is protection, either night mode or some sort of screen, or you have glasses. So those are the main abusers. And again, why it's important, one of the core issues with that is bright light, blue and green spectrum, but also overhead bright light in your room, for example, will destroy quite a lot of that melatonin that is needed to make you feel sleepy, fall asleep, so you can peacefully get to bed, fall asleep, and have good quality sleep experience, right? So let's recap. Regularity of your sleep wake time, substances, 10, or I forgot to mention caffeine, 10 hours or more before your sleep. I'm very sensitive, so I try to get it to 12 hours. Depending on where you are on a spectrum, you might go to like 10 or 8, but definitely not later than that. Um, Here we also had alcohol. No alcohol is the best. The water. And then now third, light. No bright light 2 hours before bed. Screens protected or none at all. And then the third one is a lot of people think that their brain and ability to fall asleep is kind of like shutting down your computer. You press the button, you fall asleep. Well, it doesn't work like that in biology with a lot of things. In biology, a lot of more things, processes are more gradual. So you don't go from zero to hero or back. You gradually transition to that, and that requires some time. And that is why it is not recommended to do work prior to bed, exercise, any watch or engage with anything super stimulative, like I don't know, watching some social media or some TV which wakes you up, or thinking about all these stressful things that you got to do. And it's actually very good to journal things that worry you, but not trying to solve the problems and deal with email and figure out major plan to deal with the next day issue, right? That is very stimulative for your brain, that brings up stress and wake me up hormones like cortisol, like adrenaline, like dopamine, things that keep you awake. And so you want to transition at least 30 minutes before bed. What you do, you shut down everything, create a routine that triggers your brain or tells your brain, like, if we do this thing, it means that we are about to go to bed, right? Good routine, shut down everything, go take a shower, put on your pajamas, do some reading, and perhaps write down everything that you got to do tomorrow, which in research has been shown to help people fall asleep faster and sleep a lot deeper, right? So shut down everything, go take a shower, put your pajamas on, uh, journal, jot down things that you need to do tomorrow, and maybe do some light reading or listen to the music or engage in some calming conversation. So, and if you do it every night, it will tell your brain, and your brain is very sensitive to cues and triggers in your environment. So when you do it every night, your brain will make you sleepier and sleepier almost as soon as you start the whole routine. So this is number 4, routine. Again, number 1, timing, consistent timing. Number 2, substances. Number 3, light. Number 4, routine. And number 5, it's kind of like the foundation that all of that is built on. It's your environment, dark, cool, and quiet. Kind of like what you would find in nature, dark, cool, and quiet. It would be cooler than during the day. It would be super dark, and it would be quiet. A couple of tricks here. If you, most people don't actually have ideal for sleep environment, and when they did this research on people, they asked them to wear a mask and sleep without masks, even in the dark environment. So people who slept with mask always had better quality of sleep. So what does it mean to you? Uh, Get yourself a good quality mask to make it dark, no matter the environment, especially good when you travel, you're not in a familiar place or you have all this like different lights on the TV or other electronics, right? Just put a good mask on and you'll sleep a lot better. The second thing, quiet. Most environments these days are not soundproof. So it is recommended to get yourself good earplugs that will help you to eliminate all this noise. Your brain always monitors what's around, and even though you might not necessarily remember waking up, but if there is like this some noise, your brain will notice and will bring you to lighter stages of sleep, which obviously is not that great when you're trying to get into deeper sleep stages and phases. So earplugs and coolness. Um, Keep your place cool. If you during summer, actually, people sleep worse, especially if they don't have air conditioner, etc., because of the temperature difference. So your body needs to stay cooler when you sleep. If you have ability to get smart cover or mattress that is going to cool you down, that's amazing. If you can't, just try to do your best to make your environment as cool as possible. And another cool hack here is to actually take hot shower right before bed, because then your brain starts cooling down sequence, and the drop in temperature helps you to fall asleep faster as well. So at night, you want to bring hot water onto your face and onto your body, so then you actually cool down faster. So that is a quite cool trick. But dark, cool, and quiet, those are 3 things you want to remember. These are foundational soil on which the seed of good sleep can sprout. And that is it, guys. Those are 5 fundamental routines and habits. When you do them consistently, that is you're going to have much better quality of sleep consistently. So again, recap. Number 1, your timing, sleep, wake plus minus 30 minutes. Number 2, substances, food, caffeine, alcohol, water. Number 3, light, managing your light environment. Number 4, routine. It's kind of like, again, like pressing that button, which then tells your brain, okay, it's time for sleep soon. So let's prepare this person for sleep. And number 5, dark, cool, and quiet. Dark, cool, and quiet. And the last but not least, remember, it's going to take time. And the best way to work on these habits, take this, like I told you, first, consistent waking up time, going to bed time, then you have substances, then you have light, then you have routine, then you have environment. I would probably start with environment, to be honest, and then go to and pair it up with consistent sleep wake time, and then week by week or 2 weeks by 2 weeks, add everything else. So it's like building a habit. Just because you know it, it's not going to work. And don't get frustrated because you don't get to do all of them all at the same time. Don't overwhelm yourself. Take 1, work on it for 2 weeks. Take 2, work on it for 2 weeks. And the most important thing, just start with consistent sleep wake time. That is the key, the most important thing to help your brain to have consistent, better quality sleep. And the more you do it and the more you take care of other aspects of your health, the better you're going to be and the better going to be your performance, how you feel the next day. You're going to be waking up like, ooh, I'm ready to go. All right. So sleep is foundational life quality enhancer. So I could not recommend sleep more as a sleep coach, health coach, and just person who wants everyone to be as happy and healthy and thriving as they possibly can be. That's it, guys. That was me, Angela Shurina, Master Health Certified Master Health Coach, Sleep and Stress Management Coach. I also help a bunch of people feel and look and do their best. If you want to learn more about that, please connect on Substack and keep following my daily blogs. And if you have any questions when you see that, then comment, get in touch, and I'm going to be super happy to help you out. And till next time, sleep well and stay happy.